Alrighty. Ah, man, it's great to be back. This time I've got newer films in my Criterion collection. Cannot wait to show you those ones that I'm going to be reviewing. Starting with this one. Woman in the Dunes. It's such a great movie. Interesting, actually, because I saw this movie one time a couple years ago on the Criterion channel. It's so haunting, actually. It's about this man who gets surrounded by these group of men at a beach, and they kind of like put him in that hole where a woman lives, like at a house, but it's actually pretty claustrophobic. I like the idea of it. It's so claustrophobic, haunting, and even the soundtrack itself, like in this movie, it's so eerie. And I had to pick this one up because it's so good, and I cannot wait to watch it again when I unwrap it. It's really an interesting movie. I highly recommend it if you have never heard of it. Woman in the Dunes. I have not seen this movie yet. The only reason I got a copy because I was watching Bill Hader's Visiting at the Criterion Closet a couple years ago, and he was like wearing the t-shirt based on this cover, actually, and I thought it was a coincidence. I've been trying to get this movie for a long time, actually. It looked interesting. Even it's a horror movie, I actually really like a lot of Japanese films. It's like the other one, Cure. That's like one of my favorite horror movies, and I'm curious to see how good this one is. I'm pretty sure it is, because it was on the like considered as one of the best horror movies on Letterboxd or something. But I cannot wait to unwrap it. I'm really excited. This is such a great movie, a masterpiece. You know, this is actually one of my top 10 movies of all time. If you check out my Letterboxd account, PG, favorite movies of all time list, Come and See is on the 8th mark. The whole movie itself is just so unique. It's outstanding. Like the acting, the direction, the editing, the cinematography. Like in this movie, it's such a great movie. I'm glad that I got a copy of it because it's such a great movie. It's one of my favorites, and I don't think there could be any actor like this guy who played as the soldier could play such a realistic, horrific performance. It's so real, and it's so terrifying when you see it. If you have never seen this movie, I recommend it. It's such a horrific, great movie. A classic masterpiece. This movie made me cry when I first watched it last year. I was watching it in a pirated website because I wanted to know what this Elephant Man movie was about, and it turned out to be a movie about the man John Merrick who has a deformed face, and the people that they see him is like he's a monster, and mistreated him like he's an animal, and it's just very emotional. I love David Lynch's movies, but when the legendary masterclass director David Lynch passed away a couple of weeks ago, it really destroyed me, because I was looking back at my Criterion pick video of me reviewing Eraserhead, the movie that I got influenced to make Black Day Odyssey and Homebody. It really made me realize that he was that man who got me into filmmaking, and I just wanted to get a copy of some of his movies because I thought of doing a whole marathon of his films that he's done through his career. Yeah, John Merrick, he's not an elephant. He's not an animal, and he's a human being and a man. And I just really felt bad for the character. But I'm very lucky that I picked this one up before the copies were out of stock, because all over Criterion and Amazon they're currently unavailable. I really hope they will make more copies so that other moviegoers can get it, because it's going to be very hard for them to get a good deal if they cannot find a copy of it on the Blu-ray with Criterion. Cannot wait to unwrap it and watch it again at some point. And yep, these are all my new Criterion picks that I have.